When your dog steals your seat the moment you stand up, do you actually know what they're trying to tell you? Yeah, it looks funny. But behind that little move, there's something deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most emotionally revealing things your dog can do. And if you keep misreading what they're really saying, which most owners do, you might be missing a message they've been trying to send you for years. Let's start with what that seat really means to them. 1. Your scent is their safe place. Ever notice how your dog doesn't just sit in your seat? They settle into it like they've been waiting all day for that exact moment. That's not random. And it's definitely not just about the warmth. Here's what most people don't realize. Your dog's sense of smell is dramatically stronger than yours. And your seat is holding something they can't get anywhere else, in quite the same way. Your scent. Not your cologne, not your detergent, you. The natural oils from your skin, the subtle chemistry of your body. To your dog, that's not just a smell. It's a signal that says familiar, safe, rewarding. That's why when your dog curls up in your spot, they're not being annoying. They're surrounding themselves with the clearest trace of you while you're gone. It's like holding on to something that makes them feel calm when the person they love isn't right there, and that scent connection ties into something even bigger. Something we'll get to at the end that explains why your dog choosing your seat might be one of the most meaningful things they ever do. 2. They're trying to stay close to you. Think your dog is just being a little thief? What if that stolen seat is actually a compliment? Here's the truth most people get backwards. Your dog isn't taking something from you. They're holding on to the part of you that stayed behind. Dogs don't experience your scent as background. They experience it as identity. It's how they recognize individuals, track social connection, and stay oriented in their world. So when your dog chooses your place, they're not making some bold little power move. They're choosing the spot that feels most like you. That's why dogs sleep on your clothes, lie on the side of the bed you just left, or wait in the places where your scent is strongest. They're not trying to steal your space, they're trying to keep the connection going. So, that little warm spot you left behind, to your dog, that's not furniture. That's you, in the closest form they can still reach. And honestly, that's one of the sweetest things a dog can do. 3. They choose the person they rely on most. Ever wondered why your dog chooses your seat and not anyone else's in the house? It's not a coincidence. And it's not just about comfort. Dogs are incredibly observant. They notice who fills the bowl, who grabs the leash, who opens the door, who comforts them when they're unsure, who they look for first when something feels off. Over time, they build a mental map of who feels like safety in the home. So when your dog takes your specific spot, they're not just being opportunistic. They're choosing the place linked to the person they rely on most. For dogs, attachment is everything. The person they trust most becomes their anchor, their secure base. The one who changes how brave they feel, how calm they feel, how settled they feel. So no, your dog isn't challenging you by sitting there. They're gravitating toward the place that feels most connected to the center of their safety. Your seat carries more than your shape. It carries your importance. 4. Your body heat stays behind. Have you ever touched your seat right after standing up? It's warm, obviously, but to your dog, that warmth isn't just nice, it's comforting. Dogs naturally love cozy resting places, and your recently vacated seat is perfect. It's soft, familiar, and still holding your body heat. To them, it feels like a spot that was prepared in advance. That's why so many dogs love sunny patches, blankets, warm laundry, heated floors, and the exact place you just got up from. So, while it might seem like your dog is playing some irritating little game, they may simply be choosing the best resting place in the room. It's warm, it smells like you, and it became available at exactly the right moment. From your dog's point of view, that's not mischief. That's just a smart decision. 5. They're learning from watching you. Did you know your dog studies you like a student studies a teacher? It sounds strange, but it's true. Dogs don't only learn when you're actively training them, they also learn by watching. They pay attention to patterns, routines, habits, and repeated behaviors. So when they see you return to the same seat every day to relax, unwind, scroll, eat, or watch something, They start to read that place as important, and when they drop into that same spot the second you leave, they're not mocking you. They're copying a pattern that clearly matters. Your dog sees that seat as your place, the place where you settle, the place where you feel comfortable, the place you keep choosing over and over again. And because they trust you, part of them assumes that if it matters to you, it probably matters. That's also why dogs often sync with our energy, our schedules, even our moods. They're watching all the time. And that seat you keep going back to has become part of the blueprint they follow. 6. They know when you're about to leave. Have you ever noticed your dog drifting toward your seat before you even get up? Almost like they knew it was coming. You're not imagining it. And no, your dog isn't psychic. But they are incredibly good at reading you. Dogs notice tiny details we don't even realize we repeat. The way you shift your weight, the sound you make when you put your phone down, the way your shoulders move before you stand, the little breath you let out before getting up to grab something. To you, those things mean nothing. To your dog, they're a countdown. They've seen the pattern so many times that they don't need words. They don't need an announcement. They already know what usually comes next. So when your dog appears out of nowhere and takes your spot within seconds of you leaving, it's not luck, it's timing. They've been watching, waiting, and reading your routine more closely than you ever realized. It might feel like they're messing with you. Really, they've just mastered your habits. 7. It's one of their clearest signs of trust. So why does all of this matter? Why should you care that your dog keeps stealing your seat? Because here's what it all comes down to. When a dog chooses where to rest, that choice matters. Rest is vulnerable. Lying down fully, relaxing deeply, falling asleep, all of that requires trust. A dog doesn't truly settle where they feel uncertain. They settle where they feel safe. So when your dog walks past every other place in the house, ignores the bed you bought them, skips the open floor, and chooses your spot, that is not a small thing. That seat holds your scent, your warmth, your presence. It feels like you. And when your dog curls up there, they're saying something they can't put into words. They're saying, I trust you. I feel safe because of you. And when you're not here, this is the closest I can get to being with you. That's not just a dog being a dog. That's love. Open, quiet, and completely real.